Your Excellency, the Ambassador of the Netherlands government to Uganda, the Right Honorable Speaker, Honorable Dr. Gw'Okwigura, Minister for Energy and Mineral Development, Honorable Kasai, Minister of State for Energy, Honorable Ncwera, Minister of State for Minerals, Ms. Irene Bateve, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Energy, the district leadership, the UEC board members present here today, the UECC Managing Director, Mr. Roy Nyamutale Baguma, development partners, contractors working on the Rio project. Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very wonderful morning to you all. I know the purpose of today will be articulated by the members who are speaking in detail, but in brief, what brings us here today is for us to break the ground for the Oreo mini hydropower project. The beneficiaries of the project are those who are in areas that are hard to reach, where in most cases even commercial viability might not be there. And a very, very big thank you to the government of Uganda and the government of the Netherlands that found it fit to be able to invest in these areas. My Honorable Speaker, we are very privileged to launch that project here in Mitooma today. The project does not only benefit Mitooma, but it benefits 7 other districts that include Bushenyi, Bunyangabu, Kasese, Bundibujo, Kabarole. All those will be beneficiaries of this project that will have 9 mini hydropower sites built for the benefit of the Wananchi. And for that we say a special thank you to the NRM government that has done all it can within its powers to ensure that people in hard-to-reach areas actually get the power. And like I mentioned earlier, I won't articulate all the details of the project because there are people who are going to speak about it for the entire day. Mine was just to introduce the subject of why we're here today. So I'll ask Kenneth to come and take over for the rest of the function, and I'll intercede here and there to help drive the function today. My name is Brian Menya, and I work as a marketing specialist for UECCC. Thank you very much, and I know we'll have a very, very wonderful day with the Mitooma team as we celebrate this groundbreaking ceremony for the Oreo mini hydropower project. Thank you very much.
Webene mnonga mutahiwanje obudameni mvugana w'ekintu eki erizoba ebihango birabice byanagamba obwe mukuza harubuga nambazisa kutugaha omukoro gwitu katambuga ninga okwiguraho okutongoza amashanyarazi na n'emigera mice yitu mu districts 9 mu Uganda kandi omurigezo 9 mu district ya Mitooma turhanoya omuruhinda nose kandi ahamugera gwitu gwa Ncwera echo kitero ngoro samani mnonga abanyaruhinda nose kandi bazisirwa kamashanyarazi bigaza kumanika covering three sub counties ezo nizo zitwe Pango, Bitereko, Kanyabanga na Kiyanga mu kitero ngoro samani mnonga nakahangale nani shababu hano ya program. Okay, oh right, ngumbasa kukora nao kwaza kazinda
MC Alpha and Omega Choir Okurgarto Church of Uganda. Batoze byeshongoro bibiri zo kumanza no kusima government ya movement kana ko kubasa kuturetera amashanyarazi mu Mitooma mu bari Mnonga.
Government ya Uganda, ebemibwe chibina cha NRM, abo kutongoza kusimama mashanyarazi, Western Region yone yache. Abanyamitooma kale Abanyamitooma mureke twesime kandi tunanutse ab'entebe kaniseji ezo damu tukaba tuziwulira bwenoga ati Ncwera bagitireyo Pulezidenti Museveni uzimiwe n'okalamale Abanyamitooma kale Abanyamitooma mureke twesime kandi tunanutse ab'entebe kaniseji ezo damu tukaba tuziwulira bwenoga ati Ncwera bagitireyo Pulezidenti Museveni uzimiwe n'okalamale Deputy Speaker uzimiwe n'okalamale Chairman Kadisha uzimiwe n'okalamale Honorable Agasha uzimiwe n'okalamale Honorable Kahunda uzimiwe n'okalamale Honorable Charity uzimiwe n'okalamale Chairman Mafodo uzimiwe n'okalamale Mwe n'abantu mwe uzimiwe n'okalamale Gavumenti ya Uganda eyeremye ekibina kya NRM ab'okutongoza obuzima amashanyarazi mu Western Region yone yakye entasima kale entasima buzima abura wajiha mureke tusime Muzeyi Dawudi owatuzalire omuzigisha witu wa Ruhinda North Right Honorable Tayeba Ogati Deputy Speaker Right Honorable Tayeba webaliwo tushachirete entasima kale entasima buzima ebura wajiha mureke tusime owatuzalire omuzigisha witu wa Ruhinda North Right Honorable Tayeba Ogati Deputy Speaker Right Honorable Tayeba webaliwo tushachirete webaliwo tushachirete Ruhinda North Thomas Karamade Sanya Mutsoro Sanakariwa Muswechirete mwena Chamani Karisha Umizamo Ogonese Honorable Agasha Honorable Tayeba Asma Bakureche Engar Muzitere Akaru Kanyu Honorable Webare Tusime Gavumenti ya Uganda eyeremye ekibina kya NRM ab'okutongoza obuzima amashanyarazi mu Western Region yone yakye buzimazima kale buzimazima nani mukimanya kye w'amashanyarazi bigakora buri hamwe omu marwariro nayo nibagakozesa omu mashomero nayo mwe n'amaramizo wenoga ati Western Region yona yaza kutunguka buzimazima kale buzimazima wenani mukimanya kye w'amashanyarazi bigakora buri hamwe omu marwariro nayo nibagakozesa omu mashomero hamwe n'amaramizo wenoga ati Western Region yona yaza kutunguka tusime Gavumenti ya Uganda eyeremye ekibina kya NRM ab'okutongoza obuzima amashanyarazi mu Western Region yone yakye benu bantu mwe kale benu bantu mwe mwenani tubasaba aba Ruhinda North ab'entunguka yitu tugumize mu right honorable tayeba eyamarwariro hamwe n'amashomero amaramizo hamwe n'enguto zitu netubasaba ayiri na mukaga twera kumuhagire benurantume enani tubasaba abaruhinda nosi abenchunguka yitu tugumize mu right honorable tayeba eyamarwariro hamwe n'amashomero amaramizo hamwe n'embuto zitu netubasaba abiri na mukaga twera tumuhagire tusinde gavumenti ya Uganda cha NRM ucho abo kutongoza buzima amashanyarazi Western region yone yache tusinde gavumenti ya Uganda eyebembirwa ekibiina kya NRM abo kutongoza buzima amashanyarazi Western region yone yache
Ingaro zamani mnonga basma nahura banyeshongoro umutima nahura banyeshongoro umutima onjere ingaro zamani masime cyeshongole kimessage yarashobora buri kimwe cyona ekiriho yes to MC yes aha.
Thank you. All right. Wewe mnonga kwa MC kandi tugiha kugaruka program ko kutaba tujine munchirize aba bakwakire aha konka abashamwe tumwakira nero zamani kuko wachikamba right bana nabo yachikoreje mnonga ninzagaruka mbeta aha munchirize twakire cha person LC1 omugambo gebrunji atwakirira abajeje
haza yabarayika hanuya the country recognizing haba tineho woman MP Mitooma district wa nuko hobira abantu honorable Juliet agashabashisha yego mazima muterangaro akubayisha ku respecting Omukoro tineho honorable Mr. Kagisha Benane Katanyata hara oban harari hobira abantu bawe mazima bakurebe nogwe tineho RDC binji hatu bakamukudija asante sana yes nogwe tineho district speaker wa Mitooma district Dr. Moses nogwe mushaha mhanga mnonga ahajire emere ya Ruhinda North tine deputy Kau alinitwe hanu nawe atubiremo yabare mnonga yes tineho diso nawe banjango yayikiraha yabare mnonga yes tureba yes abandi ndaza kubongeraho as time comes yabare mnonga omukazi kwatabuka RDC twamwakire yes yayatubiremo
nayo bari kwisha yamosoka arabisoma
okubishija nakunda mnonge nayo nakunda ogoniche ya person LC1 abatamanya omukazi kwatabuta ayibembire cyangeki yabari mnonga
mukama wita simwe nasima mukama mnonga umbyerizoba bwo kutiguriraho kurungi kandi akebemberaje abantu be akabashya umwanya ugu akebembera abagenyi bitu akabashya umwanya ugu amazina cyo muhangire statuta rwayambire chairperson Nyamiko LC1 erimwe akakashoza karungi munonga akiruhanga yatorinde akarwa kitandara nimbakira no kushemererwa kwango abakuru b'amadini abakuru aba government eje nunti munonga ninyakira Deputy Speaker witu wa Uganda kandi MP witu wa Ruhinda. Ninyakira Owekitinisa omukyara witu Rusi Nankoberwa ahabwo kwija kunu kutongoza amashanyarazi. Ninsima mukama munonga owatihire President witu murungi Owekitinisa President Museveni. Ninsima Ruhanga owazarirwe owayikirize ngo mwana witu Owekitinisa Thomas Tayebwa wazarirwe muri Ruhinda. Ninyijuka omu myaka yahwireho eyabire rye kubonabona munonga kuhabire obaryo ruguro kuzabushengiza ngahi bakubuza nkunorwahi wagira oti ninduga bitereko basheka bekuringo mu binyasi ngunorwa kiyanga oshangu tuyina omushango abishemwe Ruhanga kabatubikire ebirungi bikaba bikiriyo omwana witu akatuzarirwa omuri bitereko yitu na Ruhinda yona na Uganda yona Owekitinisa Thomas Tayebwa. Omu myaka eyo kubonabona hakaba heteranira abantu abarukukira ababaryaha basiba omu kashozi nkaka nibeshongora kahurire nawe akaba bakahurikize konko hura nakutunga kakumu ngo kahurire wakawoka katahe nawe ariyo nabonabona abana nibamarwaho busheru abantu endwara amarwariro atine kirimu turyaho tushobangirirwe n'abana batari kushoma konka Ruhanga katwijuka yareba kubonabona kwitu kubabire bajyanga mukahurire Owekitinisa President nawe akayatandikire kugira ubwenge nawe akumakahurikize kandi akareba ndicho yasharire mu kugira ngo umwenda yakahurire karonde cyo gukora mazima cyo gukora kakibona yije yatuzahura yije yabadriver murungi yavuga ihanga ryitu abebembeza byaye torinde mazima babo bo buteka yabatuma buteka. Ninyongera kusima omukuru Owekitinisa Rusi Nankoberwa ahabwo kwebemberaje ekitongore cy'amashanyarazi kandi aryo mukazi nsima President mazima nanisha bangu mutere President omungaro nakari ko kushemererwa ahabwo kugira ngo n'abakazi nabo bebembera ihanga kandi buryo mwareto ubwenge bwe mazima nanisha abakazi twenka abebembezi ba Uganda n'abatari bebembezi abakazi n'abishiki tutere President omungaro omurundo gwa kabiri mwebare munonga nanisha abakazi mutaroho kutera omungaro tutere abashinja bitu omungaro abatwikirize nicyo tukazangoma okwebembera ahabwo kuba abashinja kurbayangire nabwo titukabire nituzayo mwebare munonga basebo okwatanisa n'abakazi rero tukebembera ihanga Ruhanga ogotagweshegera akateraho Mugyera gwitu gwa Ncwera kuwabiro banoza akashenshero noza kubanyizi kubonabona n'abana ba polio bakukabiriye ukaboronda nawe kurabahabura konko Owekitinisa Museveni kuyagireho Mugyera yanagitebekanisa harimo no gwitu gwa Ncwera yagutinda abantu barabaho Ruhanga kabanamanye cyatubikire konga kureba munigo kwarugamwe ikintu cy'amane kiri kutangaza mazima kugira ngo niyo yabe nsibuko y'amashanyarazi gitu ga Ruhinda nose nyoweri izoba tinyine bigambo bingi kandi birungi umuryo ubwire nyina mani make nangwa ngisire bizibu bihango esandi ibiri ezimireho nyuma nkagira mu kizibu cy'amani konka no kwehanganira omuri Ruhanga nishemererwa munonga ahabwa rwa standaredi ekabe ture ryo kuhinga mwe yo kugira konka ni muri ku ruhanga yahatebekanise enyonyi kweru kujya teka teransibo teka teganisibwa tukahatebekanisa byabe bimwe biringwa kari amajana y'umuru kugareba n'ubugabuzire mwe sente kikaba kigiye kigenderwa cyo kujya ngo mwanya gwitu gugiro guteka tinewe n'ishomero ryitu nangwa naryo bambe niriburabura mukaripeya konka ni mayangu byona nibiza gukorwa mwe nantine bingi kurengaho nanisha bamukama owabebembera ni mwija ayongera webembere ni mugarukayo kandi itabahinda north LC1 na LC2 nitsima munonga tukozire nangwa grupu y'abachemeni LC2 na 1 twakora grupu yo kugira ngo tukore urugoyi bumwe 26 hatagira watishka namwe tukakora constitution yitu tujinaha abacici barinda nose LC1 na 2 z'abaryaha mwemerere muhubiraho abantu nindeba ucyamani LC2 kigarama babare munonga okujekera ebindi ntije kuba ntibyongeraho konka turyabugoyi bumwe ogwo kutungura ruhinda yitu nose kandi ogwo kusima bebembezi bitu ninsima omucyara witu agashabashisha okozire kintu cyamani omuri ruhinda yitu akwatanise n'umwana witu owekitinisa Thomas Tayebwa nsimara DC witu wa Mitooma okozire umurimo muhanga munonga sima chairman witu wa district nawe ni musima munonga owekitinisa Benon Karija ninsima chairman LC3 nawe okozire umurimo muhanga muri Butereko ninsima LC2 chairman nawe okozire umurimo muhanga munonga muri Butereko aba Butereko LC1 wemerere guhubiraho abantu mukwatanise n'abanyamiko abatayisa abageni mugerizo guhubiraho abantu mwe bari munonga kandi abarugo magomberera kandi abaruhinda yona nose chairman LC1 muhubiraho abantu kandi nanishaba ngunyakusima gumasimirwe mazimanito mutijuke muterezeyo akasimo kashikire rero nito tugira muhimbo ahabwo kuba nito nikoro muri mu muhango omuri ruhinda yitu nose nantaru kwenda kurengaho kambendeze obugwaje omuri rwa standara kandi kambendeze okugaruka yobye tujya kugaruka niturebana konka 26 tubine ruhinda nose tubindire kimwe mwebali munonga
webale mnonga engaro za chairperson bantumwe zamani. Thank you so much.
Yatoleke chamani mnonga
LC3 chairperson.
Yes, ya Lisha le country organizing ho ba LC5 councillors ahimuli mutwererese ho tubalebe LC5 councillors mwebale mnonga kuhereza Omukoro HD nisa yononga chairman LC3 Bitereko sub county.
Webale Chief Guest Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa, Honorable Ministers, MP witu, His Excellency Ambassador of Netherlands to Uganda, Permanent Secretary, RDC, Chairman LC5, religious leaders, Chairperson LC3s, and other local dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. Amazina ndibino mugisha Maximo kandi chairman ahabwe gombo rege. Munchirize mbanze nyanjureho ba chairperson LC3 abayikiro mwanya ogo. Mwemere muhubiro mugenyi mukuru. Chairperson LC3 mwebare nimbareba ba amaforo na nyakubaho munkirize mbanjurire kansarazi bamagombora abajyo mu mwanya ogo muyimuke muhubiro mugenyi mukuru kansarazi mwena mwebare munkirize ba sas na technical staff z'amagombora muyimuke muhubiro mugenyi mukuru mwebare kandi munkirize mbanjurire chairperson wa Ncwera okwenda costinga this project David ngugwa webare kandi nyanjure ba chairperson ba NRM arwengo gw'amagombora mwebare omujanyi wito mukuru onkirize nsime government ya NRM ekwebembegwa His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ahabwo kuturetera obusinge kandi akagaruka akatukolera byone biliyoni bikogwa mu ihanga ahabwo kuba akatushakira sente okurugwa mu government ya Netherlands eyo kutombekera project egi eya dam kandi ngaruke nsime His Excellency ahabwo kuturaganisa ebintu akabikiriza omujanyi wito mukuru His Excellency akaturaganisa abakuma demba amagomboro 18 konka sofa abajyo kwerinda 12 bayikira amagomboro gitu munkirize nsime government ya Netherlands ahabwo kuteka mesente okutombekera damage omuri Ncwera omujanyi wito mukuru onkirize nkusime ahabwo kwebembera je cyanga kitu kandi okakiretera ntunguka ahabwo kuba byokozire tibikwetaga kugambiribwa byo nigiye gambira kandi nibirebwa hacanga webare munonga onkirize omujanyi mukuru nkwanjurire project eje ya Ncwera ngu ayiba kwenda kombeka damu omwanya oguba surveyingire bakashashura kandi batungane cyapa oyireho omuhanda go kuzaha damu omujanyi mukuru nigo batakashashwire konka baturaganise ngo mukwa kabiro kubaza kutandika nibaza kuba compensatinga fure omujanyi wito mukuru onkirize nshaba abantu abaliranira omugera gwa Ncwera n'abashaba mureke tulindo omugera gwa Ncwera ogu tureke guteganisa ahabwo kuba biliyoni byijaho mugera gwa Ncwera ni byinji nangwa n'emigerejo yona ekuteko muri Ncwera omujanyi wito mukuru right honorable onkirize nkwanjure ngu emyanya yitu yona etine mashanyarazi yona bagisaveyingire nerizoba bariyo nibongera kusaveyinga ndijo eyiba bataka saveyingire webare kandi webare munonga onkirize nkwanjure ngu project yitu ya Bugongo Kiyanga gwo Burunga tiyakatandikire kandi nkoko kukimanya right honorable nanyenda nshabe project eji batwikirize bamwe abakozi abarabe ni bakoro mu project eje ya damu bahereza abantu bitu ba burijo emirimo eco nakishaba right honorable tindayongere kugamba byinji mukama kunkumire akurinde otungure cyanga kitu nihanga ryitu obwo twatanise niwe ebyona nabigamba bwa ruhanga nihanga ryanje
webale munonga chairperson engaro za chairperson zikisingaho kandi nizo ziratuletere nebikisingaho
yebale munonga tongire kirakurataho
district chairperson in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Yebale twakwakira chairman LC5 wa Mitooma district ensiyiteri yone yangashana bisu kunaleba ndyomwa haba hajiziba Mr. Ed Kenzo kandi naleba ho mujwekerwa hano naura nashimerwa munonga mutwaririnda musyo ahaliwe yebale chairman
omujanyi wito mukuru wa kabiri amukuru w'ishengero rya Uganda right honorable
Thomas Tayebwa na family yawe ryaho ibikonji bya government bishitama byona abanya-Uganda basebona banyabo izobe ni rikuru munonga nyira kwatangirira abo kwija umurundo gundaha ukwija kugira ekitwa shoronzya abwembera yensi ubundi abaja buse bataramanya ugunika ryeja Benon mukuru w'entebe ya katano abwa Mitooma ubuna heruka ne 2008 byo kwezi kwa mushanju 2024 turya kusima ko mugurusi Daudi mbwene twagarukaha twine amagara marungi umugenyi wito mukuru n'abanya-Uganda bakundeba n'abampurikize omukutandika ishura ya kabiri urunyiro rw'15 ruhanga kaherezo umuntu wo kubanza imirimo ebiri yagira ati nakwereze enseji ogihinje kandi ogirinde umukarima kanguhi till and conserve kutari kusibana yitorore kiwanja cyawe mbwenu abwe nkorambi y'abantu abishoke embera ehindukire wekiriso mugenyo mukuru ayindugambira umunsi yona harimu enyanja zikurenga mukaga ezabiri ziramezi kandi zikoma kandi ko kwije mu Afrika waza omuri Zambia hariyo Mugyera baragweta Rusitu abwenkozesa mbi y'abaturage Omugyera ogwe gukoma kandi hakaba hariho damu y'amashanyarazi ugwa kabiri turukushoma history hariho Mugyera nibagweta Murchison River Zambezi hariho Murchison Falls nagwe amani gwago gayo gacendereire abashomero history civilization began along river valleys omuryezo hakaremu river Tigris and Euphrates nazo emigerejo amezi gariyo nigagenda waza ruguraha Central African Republic ruguraho aro Mugyera baragweta Lake Chad amino enyanja nayo ebichweka bihango munonga bicendereire abo kuyayo amezi go kurebere nyameshwa na no kuhinga icyo cyaretera byenyanja byahurikana cyaretera amashanyarazi gacendera ijaha ariva Nairo imabatura Kampala arubwa mizi gacendera ukucendera kwa mezi no kwa kabi munonga nangwa no mugero gubeta Amazon mu America nagwo guriyo ni gucendera nabwe icyo akabi akarubyo meisho mwena barya it will be fight to access water and food. The next war in this world, oba mukiriho oba mwatahire, it will be scarcity of water, especially fresh water and food. Omukyaro mukuza kurya omuri Mitooma na Uganda hat today, every family must go to the market to buy food. Nabwecho ekigambo ky'amaizi agaturetaha, something must be done. Omukyaro wa Rugaha yagambe ekigambo kirungi munonga kikatandika n'amahege yitu gakorwa mu kishaka bakaba barageta National Resistance Army butiya bakagahindura bageta Uganda People's Defense Forces. NRA bakisigira baruhinda nosi nikimanyisa cya bwaruhinda nosi barakizuza batiya neitwe Ruhanga akatwijuka nyowe kandi Bushenyi nyine yo narongo otafire ni mureba wayemerewe narongo otafire nkamwe niyo mukanso ari minister wanje wa Secretary for Women Affairs akaba yanjura ngo no wakashenshero wakahirwa akanajo cyakashenshero nakanyabwanga ace yanjura ngiyo wakashenshero nyonche yanjura ngo no wakanyabwanga bande bakitarugasha ona rebo Jennifer namureba harahi akaba yakujokera bitereko no na mwami Tito na mwami Basinyora omukwe yanjura bakaba ndebera ko yanjura ngo nabanyabubari konka hati yabarero hanga kutwijuka engaro zanyu zirinkahi omukoro gwihanga adisi mushanje ugona gwagarukaha twashuba twarya mwongeremu mutagicwamize ryo nyama ako turi kushuma yoko Ncwereji netandikira Bushenyi ejo muri Mitooma eragara Rukunjiri eragara mureke Edward ebamu eyambuke bare River Semurichi eyambuka ekwato mureke Albert eza Pubungu Pakwachi eba Jumani eza Sudan eza Mediterranean Sea eza Egypt agenda kandi gashitama bangambire ngo abajungu bine technology yo kutebyomo mu nyanja bikatamwa mizagaruga Mitooma chintangarize njiro mu Katare nashangamu omucheri guriyo mu gutiya yakadeyi gwandikiro made in Egypt produced in Egypt produced in Egypt kana misi nigaruka apiri yanje no kugira ngo abanyamitooma yituri hano n'abanyabushenyi na chairman wa Bushenyi tumwesire kubarya takizire itegwa kuri ndo mugero orabe na ata yakafuka nagigurira ntukushaba oruge yoje ebintu bitakujiro maraka nimpendera anti Honorable Canon Dr. Rusi Nankabirwa ekine cyawe kucyurira nyabo 2016 omuriye yishaza rya Ruhinda North hakatari mu kikondo cy'amashanyarazi twenda kusema right Honorable Speaker amagombora gitu mukaga ago mu cyange cya Ruhinda North hariyo ana amashazi nigaka konkabiri hariyo ebikondo konkatariyo mashanyarazi na wayatizikajireho rwo Burunga na Kiyanga ako katware utwangwizeho batiho waya abantu bahembe ecyamuheru necyabacyara rukumo Rwanda kirana mukaga akaremyanya mwenda yarwa isiriza gumwe kaguryo gwabacyara wanje kanyabwango mushake Simba Secretary for Women atirinye Simba akaruba akamwimu ako akatari mucyara wayiko ndamukize His Excellency Buhaburwa abweshonga y'abacyara pasente kirinche eruge ari Assad bibe 50-50 omucyaro umwe kujwekere gomborora na n'umushije nebigambe ebyo nyenda nkomaho nsima bija mukoraha mbendeze kurinde byo buhangwa twari twenda damu yitu yanchora kutweza amashanyarazi kuruga hati okusebero byona mwebare munonga for God and my country.
Engaro za chairman nyingi mnonga.
Engaro zamani.
Yes.
None bamushisha anu bamwita Gwangoga nayirukanga na hati yirukangira mu abantu bakuterera engaro bakonjera chanja. Ogone bamwita Gwangoga.
A child steady.
Next on the podium omukundu murungi RDC weitu wewe kwija. Nawe ni Gwangoga ebyakozere ni byinshi.
Yes.
Mitooma eginemanya kushongora. Thank you.
Yes. Tuine Gongo Culture Center. Tuine ho abaishongo skroga Jende sub county. Tuine ho Gw'Empungu Culture Center. Mwebale kwija kushemeza Omukoro gu. Mwebale mnonga.
Our chief guest of today's historical function, Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of the Republic of Uganda, and our beloved Minister, Honorable Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa, the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of Netherlands in Uganda, all invited guests in your various capacities, our people of Mitooma, let us clap hands in a special way. When I say asante sana, you say what? Asante sana! That is our welcoming style in Mitooma. I'm Chibuka Francis Bazigatirawo Amot. I represent the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Dr. Yoweri Tibuhaburwa Kaguta Museveni, with the Chairman NRM that is implementing its manifesto, and also Chairman NAM, Chairman G77 plus China and Commander-in-Chief. I want to welcome each and everybody at Rwachitandara, where I am regarded as the landlord according to the local people of Vitereko here. I want to welcome you, and I want to thank you for sparing your valuable time to be with us. The reason we are here, sincerely, is about implementation of our valuable NRM manifesto. It has been popularized that NRM government is on steady progress in terms of developing this country. I want to thank whoever is doing his or her best to implement the manifesto of NRM in our country, Uganda. Today, we are looking at another mile whereby we are seeing that industries will be enhanced in our country. You cannot have power and you fail to create an industry. Therefore, I want to thank government for thinking in a wider way to make sure that we increase a volume of energy that is also enlarging the industrial base of our country. Nimuza kukora amakorero, twakora amashanyarazi mainji, nikimanyisa nti nituza kutaha amakorero. Kandi twataha amakorero, nikimanyisa nti twaba nitutaho emirimo, Banya-Uganda babe batunga emirimo. So the cries of jobs are being handled in that style. Banya-Mitooma tutera omungaro n'abagenyi abandi batera omungaro kyabasika. I don't want to take a lot of our valuable time. Today we have visitors with good messages, but Honorable Minister of Energy, I want to invite you to make sure that you intervene into the matter of mineral deposit in Mitooma here, where we get misunderstandings and sometimes we fail to handle. there are still remaining issues that require your intervention in Mutara there in Ruhinda South. And also I want to invite you to supervise critically whatever is mentioned to be power project in this country. Kubanga mwanyinaze ekyo kimanyi bulungi nti amasanyalaze wegaaka n'akalulu kaba kaaka. Mukama wange awali ebikondo byonna n'awali awapimiddwa twanguye okuteekayo kuba ekyo kirinako obusobozi. Njagala kuyozayoza olwa reya okugiza gy'oli obuyinza buli mu ggwe. Tulabawo nga amakolero oba n'amasanyalaze nga gagenda kwaka kyalo ku kyalo mu ggwanga lino. Yadde nnyinza okusaba bannayuganda nti obugumiikiriza nakyo kikulu kuba tegayinza kukolebwa lunaku lumu ne tumalayo. Naye nkimanyi nga bwe babikwasa Dr. Lucy Nankabirwa mwannyinaze gwe mmanyi amasanyalaze gajja kwaka buli kyalo mubeere n'essuubi nga bwe musaba n'essaala ey'okusuubira. Mukama abawe omukisa nga tuddayo mwebale kujja. Aba security nsaba muyimirire. Security officers of my district security committee Mitooma. The person there, that is Diso, our secretary of the district security committee. And he will be in charge of investigating whether the company or the contractor is doing rightly. Nituza kuba nitukoragana n'abatuura. Abatuuze bwe mulaba omuntu ayeetisse waya yaffe oba ekikondo oba ekyuma kyonna mukube enduulu, we are ready to respond. Tukuume projekiti eggwere mu budde nga tetugibuzaabuzizza. Era anaakwatibwa mu mbeera bw'etyo ajja kuvunaanibwa omusango sabotage oguvunaanibwa mu kooti za Uganda. Kammalirize nga neebaza Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa, much as you are the chief guest, naye njagala okiteeka kuwa amasanyalaze naye mukama wange mu Uganda gwe namba 5. Ate bw'obeerawo bannamba 3 tetujja. Mukama wange njagala kwebaza okukolagana obulungi ne General Dr. Yoweri Tibwabulwa Kaguta Museveni ne musaawo essuula empya mu buweereza naddala wano Mitooma. Right Honorable nsaba ab'Emitooma naddala aba Ruhinda North baleme kubaamu kizikiza kyonna nga batunula kalulu bakakuwe nga tewali nkenyera. Nkasaba kyere aka Museveni n'aka Right Honorable Tayebwa agasaba siisa akuyambako yasitula ekikapu kyo n'abalala. Njagala kwebaza ne chairman LC5 ne tiimu yo. Era nasabye aba electoral commission tuteese mpolampola bwe kiba kisoboka obubokisi bukomerudde eyo wano okulonda kubenga tekutawaanya bantu kuba abakulembeze balungi. Mukama bampeera omukisa mbadde Kibuuka Francis bazigattira mu TRDC ate mbeebaza okunjagala ab'Emitooma pozi n'eggwanga lyonna. Mukama abawe omukisa.
Webale mnonga engalo za RDC.
Mbyogedde ku lwa Katonda n'ensi yange mu ngatto za General Yoweri Tibwabulwa Kaguta Museveni.
Webale mnonga engalo mwongere zindi. Tino mushoshe kwa murunju mnonga kandi Museveni yatuhererize. Bantumwe engalo za Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Akali ka Right Honorable Samasa yewa. Lero no munjerejo munchirize nyeto mukundwa omurunju mnonga omukazi enkwata buta kandi Mitooma yatumire ekagera tinga hatikireyo.
Gendo tukolere oya okole buli kimwe
omwirake rirungi noza kumuhurira ngoko agwambaje ngoko abakumureba kali mukumwakira.
Yes. Bimwa binkumukunda ajja tabakyala timukusigala enyuma
kwataka simu kawe otero muka ogambire tato ogambire mama to live atayar west TV to Sky TV ebireri aho to live
yebale mnonga
Honorable MP.
Webale mnonga. Our guest of honor, Honorable Minister Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa, honorable ministers present, our area MP and the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Thomas Tayebwa, PS and your team, my colleagues, RDC and Chairman LC5 and your team, you are all welcome. Ninyenda kutwara mu gishogu, I'll be mixing languages. Kwakira team ya Honorable Minister Nankabirwa, mumutero mungaro natukunda munonga, mutero mungaro mpango, mbagambire abwencha kutukunda. As I talk, all ministers of Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development are all here, all of them. Mubatero mungaro, webale kutukunda, kandi this is not the first time you are here. Thank you so much. Honorable Minister Okasa, my neighbor in Parliament, I salute you. But I know you will do everything for me. I want to appreciate Right Honorable, my brother, Thomas Tayebwa, for lobbying. This is a big lobbying. Webale munonga. Kunkuba ndi omwe omu bagenzi banje ba member ba parliament natubaheza kumbandikira ngo amashanyarazi ugona bashazire mu gatwara Mitooma nabagira tukine mu challenges. Honorable Minister, we still have challenges. Me I only concentrate on challenges. In this constituency in particular, tukinemu amagomboro abiri agaturagine bikondo bitaroho waya for the last 4 or 5 years. 2 good sub-counties of Chianga and Gw'Okwigura. Mwene ninyesigangu with this project, maybe something would be done, but it is a very, very big challenge. We have been talking about it. Even some MPs came here sometime last 2 months. They were on a different program, but they are even wondering how a constituency of a deputy speaker can host polls without wires. Mwene chonachu mugambira nani mugambira ngutwine mama gombo rabiri omu constituency agaturage korire miti etaroho waya. Mwene injeri izoba ejo ansa ajine. Honorable ministers present, Echurunji, Honorable Fiona, my friend, thank you for coming. UAP area where we have minerals, the sub-counties that host mineral sites here in Mitooma, they don't have power. Nyachizinga sub-county has no power, and we have iron ore. We have Mutara sub-county, where we have mineral sites, a very big one, and Rehe sub-county. Emwe tuzakubigamba ho twakomparament twatushitama hamwe, but Honorable Minister Nyamutoro, please work on those places. People are not happy. They see trailers taking their minerals, but they don't have power. Echinde chikanchitomo ni Nyankore, Ruchiga, Honorable Minister, ni moyo ni Nyankore no rura because I want my people to hear this. Nabache abina mashanyarazi abamwe, road shedding, erya higuru munonga, nubabagine hwesha hanche munonga, especially abo mu constituency, ya Honorable Minister Kahinda bagati, because that's where the headquarters are. No shanga giza ombwire buche hazagaremesa government programs kugendo mish. Hariho some places ahabantu bayapurayingire money for emyoga. Welding, those welders, abasaruni, abebiharane by'amashanyarazi, konka as I talk, they even shifted from our constituents to Ishaka, which is not our district. And got money from Mitooma, but they cannot work in Mitooma because of load shedding. So we request that you handle the issue of load shedding, which is too much. Ekindi, Honorable Minister and your team, obutubire checking on registers, tubentu esanga tukwetaaga amashanyarazi, osanga ha parish omuntu atakubasa kukoreraho omurimo gwo kucheckinga register, ahakuba some parishes are not connected to power. So ejo nayo ni challenge. I request mutuyambeho muterezemu. Ekindi ndukwenda kumarira, Honorable Minister, we have a challenge of your people. Twinemu abantu abakwisha kututasiza amashanyarazi bakatushabe sente nyingi z'okukyereza indi kumanya ezituche kuba nitushashura. Mbe natungire conference mbe nyine Right Honorable Deputy Speaker Busheregenyi habe harimo abantu bakubiya sente zahiguru. So I request that when you are talking, you give us exact figure that we are supposed to pay if we are connecting power to our houses. Ekinde kya muheru ekinkwenda kusima, I want to thank you, Right Honorable Deputy Speaker webale munonga n'otuyamba, and even I'm your ambassador on budget committee. Ebikubana bifayo nimba nimbireba kandi ni nyamba abokuba bizira mu committee ya budget. I really sympathize with you somehow. Ahakuba nindeba budget cuts zibire nyingi. So ninsaba Right Honorable otuyambe oyambe ministry. Ahakuba nyondebere hino kuba bashazire munonge sente. Ni manya resource envelope nebasa kubera inche konka twatunga sente zukumara mu bamashanyarazi riare aba bantu nibasa kushemererwa. Ariho bunkuba nintegana sa minister okasayi ndukumushaba at least 2 transformers here and there. Konka nanye nchirebo mu budget yesente zitubahire omwe nanye mpura nashasha. So Right Honorable, I request that you really help. Especially there is something, I have sent the other billion, 21 billion that we are requesting, Honorable Minister. I have lobbied from every member of budget committee that at least that money, I know you need more, but that 21 billion, Right Honorable, let us put our foot down and get that 21 billion so that at least we can cover very big areas in this country. Honorable Minister, nyoni nza kutera ho mubiri billion abirne mwebwe bagisharankahi kwera heze kuzo Ministry ya Energy ni manyane bebichweka byo nebitugambe bitine mashanyarazi really nibiza kugabona. Thank you so much. Mwebare kumpuriza abanywanu banje kandi mwebare kwakira abagenyi bitu. Twakwata ministry yone ya energy twasiba nayo muri Mitooma mukama hebwe kitinisa mwebare. Thank you for coming. We love you as you love us. May God bless you.
Engaro nakaruru kamani engaro zamkundo witu Elia MP webale mnonga munchirize mbamanyise kugira ngo abari ku rugo muri Kigarameji ahaba NRI mu bintu hetentaho nebari registeringa wanonda kwecheckinga ukamanya ngo kibonshita omukitabo ekito kirungi echa NRM bakireta hano ya ahagete nagamba ngo ogambire mutahi wawe ngo to live aha Sky TV eturi kuheta Tayari FM hati mwenu gambira munywani wa mugambira tata gambira mama otinya uriwe omukoro gwitu gwina Sky TV. Not only the Sky TV, we are here with Uganda, UBC, Uganda, and other very many. Mwele mnonga. Omwabazyo ogu tuine hechiganiro chango, ahabwa radio yitense yakandi nyamurungi, Tayari FM. Right Honorable aturetire kandi aza kubaruho omwabazyo ogu ari kuganirira n'abantu bitu abari kurikiza ejo. Njaburiwe twalecho. Nani njiranto bundi tukuza omugambo kundo kukurataho munchirize nyete aba igongo Culture Group. Mujaha tushemeza amamisho rero twatumbuga abagenyi bitu nitubakira
bajya habigongo Culture Center bajya bicho mu
ogo n'omukoro gw'ihanga kandi okutwabagambira munonga turi hano ya the area mini hydropower project kandi eri hansi ya UECCC hano ya abana ba igongo turya ground breaking aza nibasha bamukoseho microphone ahabwo kugira ngo turi live tugende na microphone agera bakwata microphone turi live mwamutakoze microphone turahurire aha TV orankwatira aho microphone Yes, thank you, teacher. Thank you. Thank you. Engaro z'abana b'engaro z'amani.
Ikongo Cultural Center. Abantu abo bakikora kurungi mubongere engaro z'amani. Yes, hati twayakira baha.
Abana bitu abarungi abagwe mpungu.
Yes, ndete.
Rero hati mweno manya wano kurata mukabaro kashanga ngo bundi yaheza kukinuza je.
Nawe
nebereja. Mumpere ndanguzi batandikiraho nke zanje.
Nabagamira no kushemeza misho, ukashemeza buri kimwe. Kwa take mic. Otoleke chamane. Yes. Ya. Abakazi kwatabuta, bashije kwatabuta. Ya. Hinduraho. Yes, ni hwaho. Ya. Kale. Kwatam. Yes. Ni checho.
Ni mwije twemulite Mitooma twirirwe. Ni mwije twemulite Mitooma twirirwe. Ni mwije twemulite Mitooma twirirwe. Ni mwije twemulite Mitooma twirirwe.
Thank you, MD. Thank you. Thank you.
Lerera waruha akasharako kokutabiri aye
Ogo mwana no witu garahangara bimanya jamunonga engaro za right honorable bengalo. Yes. Thank you honorable.
ohangale
mazima bayimusa basengo gabisha batoleka kubine vibe kandi mazima engaro z'abahonale bonna n'abagwe mpungu kalicho amana mani engaro. Yes, twashemererwa munonga ekyalebeka hane ekitakalebwaga. Yes. Mwena mazima erizoba muri Ruhinda nosi twashemererwa munonga abarayikayo mazima minister witu umujenyi mukuru mwena baryaha mutugambire president his excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ngwe cyara tukorera kuno ya nikirungi munonga mwebale
ko MC munchirize tube tugarukiraho kaci ahambazo kandi mutahi wanje you can take us through this session.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much. A very, very big appreciation to everyone that has traveled and that has managed to make it here for this very wonderful ceremony. A very big shout out to the Minister of Energy Leadership, because it is not often that you have all the ministers present at a function. Honorable Dr. Nankabirwa, Honorable Nyamtoro, Honorable Kasai, thank you very much. And I think I'll ask the staff members of UCCC to give them a very big hand clap. Allow me also, in a special way, thank the staff members of UCCC. Your dedication, your commitment to getting the job done is unmatched. Please give yourselves another big round of applause. Again, in the same spirit, allow me recognize the Oreo team led by none other than Engineer Robert Angusi, Francis Ulverenga, Brian Olowo, Peter Makero, for a job well done. In the same spirit again, I would like to thank the leadership and management of UCCC, of course led by the board members that here present, for the trust you put in the company and for the support you continue to give to ensure that work goes on smoothly. Allow me finally to invite the Managing Director of UCCC, Mr. Roy Baguma Nyamutale, to deliver his remarks on this very wonderful occasion. Thank you very much.
Engaro batamwe tukwakira Managing Director w'ekitongole ekikande kiri mu Gw'Okwigura herizoba amashanyarazi gitu nakali ko kushemererwa. Wow, thank you. You're welcome, MD.
Good afternoon, Mitooma. Good afternoon. Abantu ba Mitooma n'eminyeto mbaramukize ni nyowe Roy Nyamutale Baguma, Managing Director w'eki kitongole Uganda Energy Trade Credit Capitalization Company. Let me start with the protocols. Our chief guest, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament of Uganda, and also the area Member of Parliament, Ruhinda North, Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands to Uganda, represented here by the Deputy Ambassador, His Excellency June Van Estro, the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, Honorable Dr. Canon Ruth Nankabirwa Sentamu, the Minister of State for Energy, Honorable Sidronius Okasai Opolot, the Minister of State for Minerals, Honorable Fiona Nyamutoro, honorable members of Parliament present, more specifically, the Honorable Woman MP for Rohindra North, Honorable Agasha Bashisha, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, and Secretary to the Treasury, represented here today by Mr. Collins Herbert Ishimwe, the Assistant Commissioner, Development Assistance and Regional Cooperation, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, the Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company, Board of Directors, government officials, local leaders, distinguished guests, all protocol observed. My name is Roy Nyamutale Baguma, and I serve as the Managing Director of the Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company, which we also sometimes abbreviate as UECCC. On behalf of management and staff of UECCC, it is my profound honor and pleasure to welcome you all to this momentous occasion to mark the commencement of construction works for this awaited rural electrification project, the Orio Mini Hydropower Project. As further information, for those not familiar with our company, UECCC is a government company in place to partner with development partners, the government of Uganda, and the private sector to provide innovative financing solutions and technical assistance for the development of renewable energy projects and modern energy service and access programs. The company provides an institutional framework that enables the pooling of resources from development partners and climate change funds, and to channel the same towards the development of renewable energy projects and energy access programs. The objective of the company is to use limited public resources to leverage private sector participation and resource mobilization towards the development of renewable energy projects and access programs. The Orio Mini Hydropower Project, for which we are here today, has a long history. It started with an exploratory meeting with engineer Davis Bariho of Batur Engineering Limited. He approached UECCC for technical support towards the study and development of a small mini hydropower project located in Kahondo, Kabale. At that time, the company did not have a funding line to support the development of feasibility studies for generation projects. After a lot of brainstorming on how to innovatively support the study and development of his small mini hydropower project, the joint discussions led to an engagement with a large consulting firm in the Netherlands called Royal Haskoning. This company was already collaborating with Batur Engineering Limited of Uganda. The series of engagements yielded that UECCC could actually partner with Royal Haskoning of the Netherlands to package a grant application proposal for the study and construction of a parcel or aggregated number of small mini hydropower projects. In the process, we also became alive to fundraising opportunities in the Netherlands. We eventually landed on the Oreo Infrastructure Fund of the Government of the Netherlands. Thereafter, we submitted a grant application to Oreo, and the project was approved with grant funding of euros 13.1 million to be disbursed in 2 phases, namely the development phase and the construction phase. The development phase entailed the study of the identified mini hydropower sites. So feasibility studies for the 10 sites commenced, and all approvals, including those from the Department of Water Resources Management, from the National Environmental and Management Authority, and from the Electricity Regulatory Authority, were registered in 2016. At this juncture, allow me to invite our former Managing Director, Madam Speciosa Kimirandagire, to come and stand here with Bariho so that you can recognize the historicals of this project. We started this project when there was nothing. There was no paper, there was no money, and we didn't have resources. So please, Madam Speciosa, come here with Bariho, and I recognize you as one of the historicals of this project. And by the way, I'm also one of the historicals. Yeah. Let me give each one of them 1 minute. 1 minute to greet the people and say something.
Yeah, thank you, MD. And I think the managing director has gone through the protocols, so all protocol observed. We give thanks to God for this day. This is the day the Lord has made. For our dream as UECC, because I'm also part of UECC, I will forever be, that our dream has come true today, and we are launching the Oreo Mini Hydropower project. So I want to wish each and every project stakeholder success as we carry forward this dream of electrifying our rural areas through this great project. Thank you, MD.
Very good, thank you. Bariho, 1 minute. Yeah.
Thank you, Managing Director. Our chief guest, dear Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Ministers present, and all dignitaries. My name is Davis Bariho Bagamuhunda. I come from Kabare, and my original home is in Kahondo. I work as an engineer, and more so as a sustainability engineer and consultant. My work majorly is to develop projects like this, from idea generation to implementation. Way back in 2010, I had an opportunity to travel to the Netherlands on a sustainable energy mission. Then I was more interested in a private sector investment in energy generation. I had an opportunity to meet staff from the Netherlands Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and more so the Oreo Infrastructure Fund, and also a number of consultants from the Netherlands. I came back to develop a project in Kahondo, in my village. At the first start of a pre-feasibility study, it appeared very small. It could attract private sector investment. And I engaged my colleague from Netherlands to see how we can do further. I am very happy that the Oreo Infrastructure Fund gave us an opportunity to take on this project with the condition that we needed government support. And we needed to scale the project from one site maybe to more than 10. I hawked through various ministries seeking for support. It was an idea. I did not even have it on paper then. And I am very happy that on 30th May 2011, I walked into Roy's office on Amber House, and I shared my idea. And he took me by the arms and took me to Madame Speciosa and says, this man has an idea, what can we do with it? And I am very happy. Just a few days after that, we had a meeting with the PS, Minister of Energy, and he gave us a recommendation. In August, we made an application, and that application was approved in 3 months. We got a response, the approval of the project. I am very happy today that we are witnessing this great milestone, an idea generated in the head that is going to benefit over 23,000, 71,000 households, and a number of businesses in our community. This is a true testimony of partnerships, and Honorable Minister, you know that SDG 17 is a very good sustainable goal that ensures that we can attract partnerships to bring development in our community. And individuals and businesses, this is the real time that we partner with the government to deliver development for our areas. I want to conclude by saying that we are here to witness a milestone for 7 districts. Initially, we had 17 sites. It took us around 2 months to traverse the whole of Western Uganda to determine which sites are feasible. Oreo challenged us and told us, you must prove the social impact of the project. And in those 2 months, we did a lot of work. We prepared the project. We did the studies. And good enough, I am happy that this has come to fulfillment. I want to thank one person. There are many people who have been with us, including Roy and Madame Speciosa. But my wife, Lucia Bariho, she's here. The 2 months I was away from home, she was a very good supporter. I want to thank you. She maneuvered and changed everything. But also she's a cancer survivor, stage 4 cancer survivor. And when we get opportunities like this to share with you, we want to let you know that cancer is a very big disease, taking over 33,000 people a year in Uganda. Over 65% of those die in a year. You need to do something as an individual. Take care of yourselves, do early diagnosis, mind what you eat. Cancer of these days is no longer genetic. And care for your loved ones with love. For us, we believe that love heals cancer. I wish you the best, and I know that we are going to benefit, all of us. Let's support the contractor. Let's support the implementers. I want to congratulate the government of Uganda. I want to congratulate the ministry, Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs, government of the Netherlands. I want to congratulate you, ECC, and congratulate myself. Thank you very much for God and my country.
Thank you. You can see what happens when you give a man from Kabale the microphone. But thank you very much. These are the historicals. There's another one called Rudolf Margens from the Netherlands. He was working for Royal Haskoning. So it's the 4 of us who started this project from nothing, 0. Thank you so much for everything, for the wisdom, and for us to be able to get to this level. Thank you. You can go back. Thank you. Give them a round of applause, please. So, in 2016, we submitted the full feasibility studies report to the Oreo Infrastructure Fund of the Netherlands for a clearance and a go decision. The requirement of the Netherlands was that there were 2 stages. We first had to prepare the feasibility studies, and if they were found satisfactory for funding, then we would then submit them, and they would approve the funding for the construction phase. So in 2017, we then had the grant agreement signed between the government of the Netherlands and the government of Uganda. Now, this project entails the development of 9 mini hydropower sites with a combined generation capacity of 6.7 megawatts and a distribution network of 288 kilometers as a single project for rural electrification. The projects are located in hard-to-reach areas with challenging topography and geophysical conditions, which makes it inefficient to wheel power over long distances to such very hard-to-reach places. The districts that will be impacted include Bunyangabo, Mitooma, Kabarole, Kasese, Bushenyi, Bundibujo, and Hoima. The basis for selecting the project sites was high social return in terms of rural electrification and not commercial viability. The small plants will provide a captive, stable, and reliable source of energy for rural electrification in the project area. A rigorous procurement process yielded 2 contractors present here to implement this project. We have HNSC Technology Company Limited from the People's Republic of China. These will implement the civil and hydromechanical works, and they also have their subcontractor, SAMES. I would like to request HNAC to stand up here and for recognition so that you can wave to the people. Would you like to come briefly? Okay, you have waved. That's good. HNSC has 30 years of project implementation experience with comprehensive service capabilities such as survey and design, hydromechanical equipment manufacturing, hydropower project development, intelligent operation and maintenance, and investment financing. We also have another contractor, the electromechanical supplier, that is Osberger GmbH of Germany. This company will design, manufacture, supply, and install the turbines for the electromechanical works of the project. This company has been in existence for more than 100 years. We have the representatives here, Dr. Mars Osberger, we have Marcus Sauberg. They requested that we give them 1 minute. Please come very fast and you say something briefly. And HNAC, if you want to say something, please feel free. Come, I can also give you 1 minute before I conclude my remarks. Please. Yeah, Dr. Maz.
Dear Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, dear Honorable Ministers, His Excellency the Ambassador, dear UECCC team, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear children, all protocol observed. My name is Daniel Maas, and I'm the CEO of Osberger, the company that produces and supplies the turbine technology for the Oreo projects. It is a pleasure and an honor for us to attend this ceremony. We are proud and honored to be part of this great project. After years of working, projecting, and negotiating, we are now able to celebrate the groundbreaking ceremony here and today. Let me say a few words about the Osberger company. We are a traditional company from Germany, active in this field of hydropower projects for more than 100 years. During this time, we have realized far more than 10,000 projects, and our turbines are in operation on all continents in over 100 countries around the globe, providing reliable and sustainable green electricity for many decades of years. Osberger had its first installation in Africa in 1954, which means that we have been active on this beautiful continent for more than 70 years and have been supplying our world-known and reliable machine sets to some of the most remote areas of the world during this time. Therefore, we are all the more pleased that the UECCC team, after a long and thorough evaluation and examination, has chosen Osberger as their reliable partner for their Oreo projects. Thank you, dear friends, for your trust in our company and our products. Now, I would like to pass on the word to our sales engineer, Marcus, who has been involved in the project from the very beginning. Marcus, your turn.
So, thank you very much for the words. So I was asked to shorten my speech, so then I come to the very end. So we, Dr. Maas and myself in particular, but also the entire Osberger team are looking forward to provide you with the machine sets and to delivering, installing and commissioning them as soon as possible, so that other villages and areas can enjoy a reliable power supply as soon as possible. As a reminder of this day and the official start of the work on the Oreo project, we would like to present you Mr. Roy Baguma and UECCC with a small gift from Osberger and send you our warmest regards from the Osberger team in Germany.
Okay, so Webali, this is Leo from HNAC Technology Company Limited. I was very be proud and thanks the distinguished Parliament Deputy Speaker and the government of Uganda, the clients, and Mitooma. Good afternoon. So the reason I've been here, stand here, there was only one mission, is as a contractor of civil and hydromechanical, together with our subcontractor SAMS, to build the mini hydropower plant on quality, on time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I will make sure I go with it. Yeah. Who? Who? I'll mention that. The project is going to be developed in 2 phases. Phase 1 comprises the construction of 4 sites. Ncwera, which is located in Mitooma, Igasa and Nsonja in Bunyangabo, and Hoimo, located in Hoima. We look forward to a good working relationship with HNAC and Osberger as we implement this phase 1, which is targeted to be completed within 24 months. We want to thank UETCL and ERA for giving us a tariff of 5.3 cents per kilowatt hour. On completion of this project, we are going to outsource the operation and maintenance phase to another stakeholder that will be outsourced before these projects are concluded. On completion, we expect to deliver 71,081 household connections, giving access to about 376,729 people, and connecting 2,300 connections for small and medium-sized enterprises. The availability of power in the project area will spawn investments to add value to agricultural raw materials As we were coming, we saw coffee. Some of these areas also grow cocoa. And also we can add value to our bananas. It will also lead to spin-offs in these service areas of healthcare and education. The project is designed to respond to Government of Uganda policies, including the National Development Plan 4, Vision 2040, the Sustainable Development Goal 7, which targets the provision of affordable, reliable, and sustainable energy for all Ugandans by 2030. It is now opportune for us to express our gratitude to key stakeholders, both present here and without. We want to thank our funders, the Oreo Infrastructure Fund of the Netherlands. We want to thank the Embassy of the Netherlands. We want to thank, in a special way, our chief guest, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa. Honorable, we still remember you some years ago as a member of the Natural Resources Committee. It is our pleasure and honor to be here in Mitooma. The government of Uganda, as a co-founder, represented here by the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development. Mr. Colin Ishimwe, who is here to represent the Permanent Secretary and Secretary to the Treasury, please send our message to the Ministry of Finance. The Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, Honorable Dr. Canon Ruth Nankabirwa Sentamu, we are always very grateful for your championship and passion for greening of our environment. Thank you very much. The Minister of State for Minerals, Honorable Nyamutoro, thank you for coming. The Minister of State for Energy, Honorable Kasai, your passion cannot be forgotten at this point. All members of Parliament present here, we thank you. We are supposed to have members of the Natural Resources Committee here. Those that are here, we thank them very much. We thank the PS of Energy, Engineer Irene Bateve. We are indeed very happy and enthused about your presence here today. The board members that are here, when an opportunity comes for the board chairman to make their remarks, they are going to thank you, and I will not go into detail. All government officials that have supported us on this journey up to this date, we thank you very, very much. Local leaders of Mitooma District, long live Aluta Continua. The contractors, we have already thanked you. Our owners engineer, Hydro Consult, please stand up and let you be seen and you wave to the people. Those are the guys in blue. Please, thank you. And sunglasses. You should bring me some sunglasses from next time from Nepal. I want to thank again our former Managing Director, Madame Speciosa Kimerandagire. And finally, I want to take this opportunity to thank the UECC team. Please stand up and be recognized here and wave to the people. The UECC team have worked tirelessly on this project, not just today to organize this function, but also many years before. I thank you very much for all your input. Thank you. If you want to go far, you go with people. If you want to go near, you go alone. With these not so brief remarks, I thank you all for listening to me, and Abanyakitoma, Abambitoma, kamfundikire ninyenda kubasima, mwena, mukwatanise hamu, na ba contractors abo, naitwe, tulete hanu, amasanyaraze, musobole kukora esente no kuruga, no kukora business, na ndwara nazo, tulete health centers hanu, na nebindi na businesses zindi zijja kuija mwina masanyaraze nuho tutandikira mwebali muno kumpuliriza. Thank you very much. God bless you for God and my country. Thank you. Yes. At this juncture, I would like to take the opportunity to invite the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, both in her capacity and that of the board chair, to come and give her remarks. Please give her a round of applause. Thank you.
The Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Thomas Tayebwa, the Honorable Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, the Honorable Dr. Canon Ruth Nankabira Sentamu, the Honorable Minister of State for Energy, the Honorable Sidronius Okasai Opolot, the Honorable Minister of State for Minerals, the Honorable Fiona Nyamtoro, His Excellency, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands to Uganda, represented by the Deputy Ambassador, His Excellency Just Vanetro, Honorable Members of Parliament, specifically Honorable Agasha Bashisha, the Woman Member of Parliament, the representative of the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, Mr. Collins Herbert Ishimwe. Of course, the Board of Directors, Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company, the Commissioner from the Ministry, Engineer Abdona Twine, Commissioner Rural Electrification, the local leadership, the RDC, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delivering this speech on behalf of the Permanent Secretary and Secretary to the Treasury, who is the board chairperson of the Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company. And this company has two shareholders, the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, and the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development. So on behalf of the Permanent Secretary and the Board Chair, we are delighted to receive you all to this grand launch of the Orio Mini Hydro project. And of course, as the ministry, we also note that we were last here on the 2nd of February 2024 to launch the Electricity Access Scale-Up project. So we want to use this opportunity to thank the people of Mitooma, Banyamitooma Mwena, Mwebade Munonga, to receive us again another year later. I suppose you will receive us again next year in February, because we come every February. So as I prepare to get into my details of the speech, allow me to first introduce the board that is chaired by the Permanent Secretary and Secretary to the Treasury. We have a number of members represented here. Professor Laura Orobia, I'll request you to stand up. She is a board member representing what we call the Institute of Public Accountants in Uganda, but she's also a lecturer at Makerere University Business School. Mr. Wilbrod Owor, please stand up. He's the Executive Director, Uganda Bank Association, and he brings a lot of support on aspects of accountancy and audit to the board. Mr. Stephen Asimwe, who is also the Chief Executive Officer of the Private Sector Foundation, Uganda. We have a few other board members who are not here today for many critical reasons. So ladies and gentlemen, Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company following its establishment, was given a mandate, and its mandate has been to ensure effective private sector participation in the renewable energy power sector. And specifically, they are charged with supporting the private sector to effectively participate in the financing of renewable energy projects and access programs. This aligns with the sector energy policy and our access agenda to achieve universal access by 2030, aligning with the SDG, Sustainable Development Goal 7. UECCC is implementing this framework and has continued to mobilize resources, funding from development partners, but also government, and is channeling the same towards renewable energy projects and program. And the case in point today is the Orio mini hydro project. So the key principle of the establishment of the company was largely to use the government, public resources to leverage or to capitalize on private sector capital. And this speaks to how we've partnered with the government of the Netherlands to ensure we deploy the Orio hydro power project. This is in line with the government's public investment financing strategy. Following its operationalization in 2010, Orio has mobilized and quite some resources, and specifically the Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company has mobilized in the last 14 years significant funding from different partners, including KfW, but also the World Bank, under our different energy for rural transformation projects, right from ERT2 to ERT3. And now, under the Electricity Access Scale-Up project, the company, UECCC, has been allocated about $110 million to continue supporting the private sector under the financial intermediation component. So we will be intervening in aspects of off-grid access, clean cooking, productive use of energy, supporting businesses to use this energy, but also water pumping, irrigation, refrigeration, our small fridges for the small businesses, water heating, and grain milling. So UECCC is a people's company. The interventions we undertake are right at the grassroots. Now, when it comes to UECCC and Orio, we managed to mobilize euros 13.1 million, which comes to 50 billion Ugandan shillings from the Orio Infrastructure Fund of the government of the Netherlands. The MD has highlighted the projects that have been earmarked for this, covering areas of Mitooma, Kasese, Hoima, Bushenyi, Kabarole, Bunyangabu, and Mundibujo, largely areas where we have hydro power potential in terms of waterfalls. So as a company, we are committed to ensure that the contractor, HNAC, delivers this project within time and the allocated budget. But critically, we were keen during the design to ensure that this project is well integrated with the evacuation lines so that we don't have the power plant completed and the power unable to be evacuated. So the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, under the Rural Electrification Department, will develop the distribution network around each of the hydropower plants, totaling to 288 kilometers, both 33 kV and 415 V, so that when the hydropower plants are ready, the power is evacuated. And as we do this, we are keen, therefore, to thank everyone that has supported the company on behalf of the board, and therefore the board chair, We want to thank the ministerial team of the Minister of Energy, the Honorable Dr. Ruth Nankabira, and the Honorable Kasai, the Honorable Nyamtoro, for the support that you continue to give to the company that has supported it to thrive. We want to thank the Deputy Speaker in a special way for supporting us in mobilizing financing for the sector, but also for the company. He's always our voice of reason, alongside Honorable Bashisha. You already heard, she was already putting our case forward. We do appreciate that. We also want, in a special way, to thank the managerial team, of course, led by Mr. Roy Nyamutale, but also Madame Speciosa Indagire, the former executive director, who supported this endeavor from its inception. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to therefore make a plea as the board for the contractor and the consultants to be well supported to ensure this project is delivered. We have emphasized to the contractor that as much as possible, local capacity should be maximized. We want to see local content. Ntwenda Mitooma, abana Mitooma, they are the ones who should work on this project for as long as these jobs are available. So the contractor is reminded to focus on issues of local content. The people of Mitooma know how to cook food. The people of Mitooma have good engineers. The people of Mitooma can do a lot of work as you undertake this project. So pay attention to issues of local content, but also purchase products from the area. The people of Mitooma, as we were walking in or driving in, we saw their beautiful gardens of matoke, of tea, etc. Maximize and use local produce as much as you can. So with that, we look forward to a successful implementation of the project, and we look forward to coming back to launch the completed project. Thank you very much for listening on behalf of the board chairperson. Thank you very much. And with that, I want to use the opportunity to invite His Excellency, the Deputy Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands to Uganda, His Excellency Just Vanetro, to deliver his remarks. Your Excellency, you're very welcome. And in Mitooma, we say twakwachira.
The Right Honourable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayepa, Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, Minister of State for Energy, Minister of State for Minerals, Members of Parliament, the Resident District Commissioner of Mitooma District, local government representatives, Board of Directors and Management of the Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company, the representative of HNEC Technology and Osberger GmbH, ladies and gentlemen. Musibiri Muta. I'm happy to join you all here today as we break the ground for the Oreo Mini Hydropower project. The Netherlands and Uganda have been friends for a long time, and not only do we have a friendship and fondness for agriculture and farming, we also share a desire to protect the nature and the environment in which we live and on which we thrive. Over the years, our cooperation in Uganda has expanded from agriculture into other sectors, including health, investment and trade, humanitarian assistance, and of course, renewable energy. The idea to support the development of this project started over 9 years ago. And at the time, the Netherlands government managed a fund for infrastructure development known as the Oreo Fund, where the Dutch government would co-invest in projects in developing countries. The fund has since been absorbed by Invest International, a state-owned enterprise in the Netherlands that runs several programs to develop public infrastructure projects that contribute to a sustainable future for both people and the planet. By doing so, Invest International predominantly supports projects that contribute to economic growth and climate action. After long discussions and hard work on the scope, feasibility, environmental assessments, and the procurement of contractors, we are finally here today to witness the groundbreaking ceremony for the first 9 mini hydropower plants. Through Invest International, we have contributed 50 billion Uganda shillings, covering 30% of the project, and Uganda committed to cover the other part. It is well known across the world for economic growth, access to reliable and affordable energy is key. This is key for agro-progressing, industrialization, but also for education and health. The Netherlands joined other development partners working with the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Energy to ensure access to affordable, reliable and sustainable energy for all, in line with SDG 7. Over the years, the Dutch government has supported the generation of electricity in Uganda. With our support, Uganda was able to generate over 340 megawatts of electricity, reaching 10 million people across the country. This project will add an additional 6.7 megawatts to the national grid and construct 288 kilometers of distribution lines, connecting 140,000 people and over 2,000 SMEs. Through the Dutch Development Bank, FMO, the Netherlands has invested over 650 billion Uganda shillings in large hydropower plants like Bujukali Energy and mini hydro plants like Kikagati, Bugoye, Nyawamba and many others. We have also invested in the generation of solar energy in Toronto. The Netherlands has also supported the development and supply of off-grid energy solutions through solar home systems and clean cooking alternatives through our development programs. 2 weeks ago, we launched a SUSTAIN program that brings together Mercy Corps, Oxfam and CARE. The consortium is working on an innovative approach to increase the access and use of clean energy for electricity and cooking in Bidi refugee settlement. The partners will collaborate with the private sector, the government and refugee-led organizations, ensuring that clean energy solutions reach refugee and host communities alike. It's not only the Dutch government, but also a private sector that is investing in this sector in Uganda, with companies like Spark, Solar Now, Fresh and Africa Clean Energy. The Dutch private sector is investing in grid and off-grid clean energy solutions. As the world moves towards greener future, more opportunities to use clean energy solutions as an alternative for transport and mobility come as well. Dutch companies have found a home in Uganda, like EB, which manufactures electrical bicycles, or Dutch investments in GoGo Electric, which assembles electric bodabodas. For these solutions to be as climate-friendly as possible, there needs to be an affordable and reliable supply of clean energy, which this project will provide. I would like to commend the government of Uganda for its strategic insight in supporting investment in renewable energy. By creating an environment in the sector, both public and private players are able to take part in its development. It was the prioritization of the sector that attracted the Netherlands to jointly invest in the development of the 9 mini hydropower plants that we are launching here today. With a growing need for energy in rural areas that have limited access to the grid network, we believe that the mini hydropower plants will serve communities and spur economic development, which will in turn increase opportunities for the growing and ambitious population. We are happy to have partnered with the government of Uganda through the Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company to develop these projects. I would also like to thank the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Energy for your fruitful collaboration that had led to us to this day. I am saying this on behalf of the Embassy, but also very much on behalf of Invest International, which highly appreciated the cordial working relationship with the UECCC and all other partners in the government of Uganda. This is just the start as we build the first 4 mini hydro plants, and we hope that the next phase of 5 mini hydro plants shall commence soon afterwards. We remain committed to continue working with Uganda to attract more investment in the sector. With this project, we have shown that the Netherlands remains a strategic partner for Uganda's economic growth and future development. Mebare Munonga. It is now my singular privilege and honor to invite the Minister to deliver her remarks here for the people assembled.
Hello. Okay. The Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, who is the area member of Parliament, Right Honorable Thomas Tayebwa, my colleagues, ministers, and members of Parliament, Your Excellency, the Ambassador representing the United Kingdom of the Netherlands to Uganda, my colleagues, the district leadership, and the entire technical team headed by my permanent secretary, my partners, the Uganda Electricity Energy Credit Capitalization Company, the religious leaders present, the press, and all the people of Mitooma. Mulije, abataka mulije, mwebale okutwakira munonga. Ruhanga simwe. I want to begin by thanking the chairperson of LC1 for her speech. That lady is a great lady, the way she was elaborating what was happening. I want to thank you very much. The ambassador was not helped to know or to get what the lady was saying. But what I picked mostly was that this place was a place where if somebody said that was coming from Bitereko, one would laugh and, you know, roll down, because Bitereko was a place not to be talked about. But I just want to say, Right Honorable, that there were so many Biterekos in this country. Even in the area where I'm coming from, Chivoga, to say that you are coming from Chivoga, one would laugh and roll in the dust. So there were so many such places. And as we speak now, all those places have been opened up by the good policy of the NRM government. I was in Bugiri yesterday, deep in Bugiri district. I've been able to be here in Mitooma today, the following day. Yesterday but one, I was in Moroto in Karamoja. And tomorrow I will be in Kampala to attend church service at St. Mark. The country has been opened up. And we have to thank God for this. And we have to clap for the great leader who has led us since 1986 to date, consistently moving an agenda to uplift the people of Butereko, people of Chiboga, people of Kasensero, people of all those areas. So, Chairperson, thank you so much. The Chairperson LC5, you said, thank you very much for the history, which was very, very relevant to this function, because hydropower can be greatly affected by climate change if we are not careful. A plant can become redundant. So thank you for that history. But being a canon of Church of Uganda, I pointed out a statement which you made, that Ruhanga akatwijuka, meaning that God has remembered you. And I wanted to correct you because God cannot forget what he created. It is just the timing, because the Bible says that everything has its own time. So time for Mitooma is right now, where you are seeing the great son of Mitooma being at the forefront of making sure that he implements God's plan. So temwe kubagiza, the people of Mitooma, this is your time. I just wanted to tell you that this is your time, because the Bible says that everything has its own time. We are seeing electricity being distributed. And as I always mention, that you have to know the origin of electricity when you are demanding for it. First of all, you must have it in the kitty, in the store. It must be generated first. Even if you cry, even if it wasn't the point, power would have been in every village here, because we have the deputy speaker who presides over parliament where laws are made. But we've not been able to see electricity to every village because we have to plan for its generation first. You have to get money from wherever to invest in power generation. You have to invest in partnership. And you have to plan for its transmission, evacuation and transmission. Power is not something to play around with. It has to be contained. You have to evacuate it, contain it, transmit it, and then plan for onward distribution now to the places where we want it to be consumed. And I'm happy that I'm speaking and I'm on live. And please thank you very much, Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, for your efforts to make sure that the people of Mitooma and beyond get information by establishing that TV. Thank you for sacrificing. Because now we know that the whole region is going to get the information. It is important because people get annoyed of the MPs, annoyed of the deputy speaker, that probably they are not doing enough. If you don't get the information on the policy of government, on power generation, power transmission, and power distribution, then you end up not appreciating your leaders. I was sharing with my great friend, Munywani Wange, Agasha. We got in touch from abroad there, and I'm happy that you came and participated in the development of the area. Herself too does not have power in her home. Yet she's a great friend of the Minister of Energy. Is it because the Minister of Energy does not want? No. It is because of that preparation that I've explained. So I'm happy that we are here today to witness this project where we are going to see power generated in Mitooma. And that will come with many advantages that have been enumerated, and I don't want to repeat them because every speaker here, including the chairman, LOC1, knows the importance of electricity, so I will not really dwell much on that. Our generation strategy is really to make sure that we have generated enough power to support the transformation agenda, where we are expected to do away with certain things, do away with firewood, do away with burning charcoal, reduce on petrol for transportation, use electricity for transportation. We want to add value. We want to empower the mining sector. That is our agenda. And that agenda is being championed by the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development. At this juncture, I would like to introduce and invite my colleagues, ministers of state from Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development to come and stand here, plus the head of the civil servants in the Ministry of Energy. Please come. Come and stand here. I have the Commissioner, Abdon, who keeps on reducing size because of the pressure that we put on him. Commissioner Abdon Atwine, in charge of rural electrification. I am proud of this team, by the way. We work as family. Since I'm not going to say much, allow me to give them a chance to introduce themselves, beginning with Ejakite. Honorable Okasai, please introduce yourself and greet the people in your language.
My name is a simple name but difficult to pronounce. Okasai is my name, Opolot, and I come from Kumi. I'm MP for Kumi constituency. And to greet you in my language, I say yoga. And the answer is yoga. It's hello, hello. Very simple. Yoga. So all of you can speak Ateso now. I'm one of the lucky guys to be working with somebody who is so entrenched in politics. And she's also now a religious leader. So what a lucky person I am. You see how she started her talk. It was God first and then she comes. I'm responsible for energy. And in the ministry, my engineers call me an engineer trainee. And what we do, we actually get our boots on the ground. We know this country and we plan for this country. I was delighted when challenges were announced here, that you have energy which only twitches. It just comes on and off. My engineers are actually paying attention to this, and we are actually glad to say that that problem is not going to be for long. We have commissioned a substation delivering power to this region in Kabale, and this area is covered. At the time when we're walking to that substation, we actually realized that we have a substation in Chikagati, Mirama. And we realized that substation is just delivering 133 kV. And in the process, we actually said, why do we have this unreliable electricity in the region when they have a substation, relying on Imbarara. And we actually decided we must plan as a priority to put a distribution transformer in Mirama Hills, which will cover all these areas. We are going to cut the long lines and shorten them. And that will enable us to have stability of electricity, including in Mitooma. But we have bigger plans. When we're in Kabale, there is a bay which is dedicated.
The Honorable Minister of Energy, Dr. Canon Ruth Nankabirwa, your colleagues, Ministers of State, the Honorable Okasai, Minister of State for Energy, the Honorable Fiona Nyamutoro, mwabantu bakunu ogogo Honorable Fiona Nyamutoro akaba yishiraha obutwagira celebration z'eminyeto akayanta ya yiraha takabire na MP akijana Honorable Lilian Abe kandi itwite okoku abamwe batakumanyaje oguni wenyamukenzo niwo mucyara wa Ed Kenzo ogogo Minister Mutoko Dokrango mwana kagwera ya terembebere momonyo. The Chairman Committee on Natural Resources, Kande Kakutwaro Bwire, Your Excellency, the Deputy Ambassador, partners, honorable colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. The Kamba Anzena Abanjura ba MP Ababa, Abadiaha, so Ogogu Odiaha, Honorable Herbert Edmund Ariko, is my brother, ni brother wanjogo. Aturana ijaha, kandaba manyireho bwire bwa UPC, ogu ni mutabanu wa Owabira Attorney General Ariko, obwire bwa Obote. So ni MP wa Soroti, kandi niwe chairman mu parliamenti, wakachiko akakutereza mizi n'amashanyarazi ahi Honorable Juliet bashisha kushita. So ebi byona nwabitireho stamp we bari munonga Honorable. I start with seniors. Yes. Honorable Angura Frederick ogunarugato roro kandi ogutukamuhereza munyanyazi witu wo munyankore so kunkuzo wabo torora ngo yerakaro nkamujya nyoweti tukuruma mbeba tukurya mbeba oko awabo wabanyizana baryembe so ni wogu Honorable, thank you very very much kandi ni member kandi twaturi kumwe omutenis parliament atkanzo omuba ensinganto Now, Honorable Javira Semwanga, haukana na Muhammad Azagati, Honorable Javira Semwanga, na rugaraka yibu yamba. Kando nawe, akarwara hendware ina arwireho, akarabamu an opposite. Omukaruraka ahwire, nensi inganto, webare mnonga. Kandi, ababona niya nasijena bateka ha budgeti na infrastructure. Okay? Hati na natural resources. Mwebari mno. Now, Muhammad, haji go uwe yugere ko. Kamuo mukisa. Wanga na interest mu Mitooma.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Abanyabitoma salamu tumukugira muna guna. Amazina nibanyeta Muhammad Sentai. Ninzwekera abantu ba Bukoto West Omurengo district the member Natural Resources Committee. Mwebale mnonga.
Ebyo ine Mitooma tinkuza kubigamba wanga kubigamba. Then my sister Munyanyazi, Honorable Juliet Bashisha, Kamba Shabi Mushta. Nani nyenda Honorable Minister, nkwanjure una nabataka mbanjureho, nyineho special friends aho konkanta kabayikireho, nyineho muntu mukuru aho chairman wa district ya Bushenyi, Omukuru Jafari Basajja Baraba, owija kuba nitwaha abo kwa yija bahereze kwanjura kandi nitukusima imikoro yiti yonaha obanito ni nyine how abajenyi bari special. Honorable Minister, whom I want to introduce to you, na ni mwabataka omwami Davin Oyesije n'omukyara wawe hamwe na Dev. Now ababa abajenyi nibo batombekiri ishomero rya Ndurumo batireho biliyoni 1,400,000 kuri garukamu byona kandi ryigwire nyomwe bas. They built for us a school, they renovated the school. That Dev, Honorable Minister, is your engineer, one of the petroleum engineers you've had, highly specialized. He works with your ministry. Now he studied in a rural school down near the national park. So after achieving all he achieved, he approached his friends and they have renovated that school with 1.4 billion and we reopened it yesterday. So I really want to appreciate you and I introduce him formally to you. He's just from across here, Katunda, but he left his area and said, I'll go to my school near the national park. So I want to thank you. When tinkwenda kutwara obwire bwingi, because of being a chief guest now, I had forgotten I'm a chief guest, I'm not the area MP only. So allow me to read my speech, which I've written from there for the benefit of our partners, the minister, and then we can talk our local issues. I welcome you all to this historic occasion, the groundbreaking ceremony of the Orio Mini Hydro Power Project. It is an honor to stand before you as we embark on a transformative journey that will bring clean, reliable, affordable, and sustainable energy to our people. This project, generously funded by the government of the Netherlands in partnership with the government of Uganda, is a testament to the power of collaboration in driving development. I extend my deepest appreciation to the government of the Netherlands for believing in Uganda's vision for development and for supporting us in making this project a reality. This partnership exemplifies the strong ties between our nations and our shared commitment to sustainable development. To the NRM government, our local leaders, and all stakeholders, I commend your dedication to ensuring that infrastructure projects like this serve our communities effectively. We must continue working together to expand such initiatives in other areas in need. To you, my sister, Dr. Canon Nankabirwa, and your colleagues, Honorable Kasai and Nyamutoro, my sister, the PS of Energy, whom I have a special liking for, because I've seen very many PSs, but your level of focus humbles me, and I really appreciate you at a personal level. And your staff, Abron, and the rest. To my brother Baguma, Roy, Honorable Minister, that man, when we were doing the budget for this year, this money had been tampered with. He called me, we remained on phone until around 1 a.m. And then the next day in the morning, we were still coordinating together to have, I think, was it around 17 billion, Sabaguma? Around that much. Now, that level of focus, where others were looking at me as a deputy speaker, right honorable, he looked at me as a government official who should be serving his people. And he kept calling me and saying, Honorable, please ensure our money is not removed. And what had been removed, we had it reinstated. So, I want to thank you, Honorable Minister, for steering the ministry in the right direction. There is a vibe you have created in that ministry. And for some of us, that's what we need. We hate flat stuff, you know? We hate it when it's very flat. So I want to thank you, especially that vibe on execution. Because stories, we have received many. Every day you receive stories. But if you focus on execution, you end up getting results. Ugandans need execution. They don't need stories. They need results. So I really want to thank you for focusing on results and for working together as a ministry. I know many ministries where people are pulling, you know, against each other, but the unity exhibited in that ministry is highly commendable. If you continue this way, you count on our support, especially funding to help stabilize, especially funding to enable you serve Ugandans better. I understand on rural electrification this year, you have in 55 billion. In the budget framework paper which we've just processed, it has been reduced to 3 billion. We are going to fight hard to ensure that at least you get minimum of what you have been having. That one, we are going to push hard. There is no way we can have money for Ministry of Energy, which is going to help our rural people when we come from rural constituencies, reduced. I don't know whom I would be working for and whom I would be representing. So we are going to work hard to ensure your money is reinstated. And if possible, we get more money. Chairman, Natural Resources, please, that one we shall work together. Minister, you've talked about the KVA lines here. Power just visits us for a few minutes and then it goes. We would want it to be a permanent visitor. If you can help, indeed, like you promised, we have a 132 kVA line from Mirama Hills coming to connect to Bushenyi, and then from Barara connecting to Bushenyi. Then the 5 districts of Greater Bushenyi will have stable electricity. We have our big investor, Mr. Basaja Baraba, is putting up a cancer center which is going to open very soon at KIU. We have mines, we have tourism, we have a lot of hotels in the Bunyaruguru side and all that. People here are building factories. I have very many young people who have built, you know, their small businesses of welding, of what. But now, after borrowing money from SACCOs, Emioga and PDM, there is no electricity. It comes in, it goes. Then I am very happy to see that you're including connecting villages. Now, someone might say, but you have power lines here. No, we have a lot of the other side which you're going to cover that has no power lines. So I don't want people to be misled to say, but the area you're going to cover already has power lines. The other side where the dam is, extending to some areas of Chianga, of Kanyabwanga, we don't have power lines, and this project is going to save us. To the beneficiaries across all areas, this project is yours. Let's support it. Let us safeguard it and use it responsibly to ensure that future generations benefit from it as well. As we break ground today, let this moment symbolize not just the start of the construction, but the beginning of a brighter, more prosperous future for our people who are in hard-to-reach areas. We are paving the way for a Uganda where every citizen has access to reliable electricity, unlocking their full potential and driving our nation forward. Thank you, and God bless you. Now, I will request you allow me a few minutes. I explain to my people here. Abantu bitu murije ebinanda bigambira bo kwiteka tweganirira byito. Aha. Nenda kubasima ago kwija kwakira abagenyi bitu. Bona hati nibukibashemeza munonga abo kwahiba rugokwe bakashanga mutariho cyakita kuza kubaje. Mwebare kubakira, mwebare kubazinira, mwebare kubahurikiriza, mwebare kugira emicwe max twatungeza higuru. Ekyakabiri nimbashaba ngu hati manyaku niyitwe twaza kushanka bagira ka government akiti hange ryitu. Hashimwe ntwatwina amashanyarazi agitu. Amashanyarazi twantwe bahiji twantwe hariya wawe Ncwera weza. Ashi umuntu nakunyiza ati ningasharishaka. Tokunu twayasotingo kwitu. Konka no kureba ngo tutwakoma akugagambira no gashemerwa cyonka kureka twagejunisa kuturetere ntunguka. Nico batubarire kugira ngo agaga amashanyarazi garete ntunguka kandi gahikize ki president ari kutushaka. Abako president naija kuba naija mu biro bitari byahari kutushaba karuru kandi n'umucumanya tujaga. So ati nko kuna abagambira wakuzindukire mpate umurongore kijambo. Konka wakuzindukire nyamwonyo mubagira. Hone gite nyamwonyo. Hati akarura karije tutukuza kumubagira. Ntuza kuchikora hoje. Munyore ko kutwachikore habari kwenda chikora munyore ke mikono. Aha. Bas. Hata aho nawe naija kuchimanya ngurukunde itwa yatorekire nito tugaruke twajimoreka. Nimba shaba mutwarize jaba abantu. Mutaka abateganisa ba contractor bitu abariyo baza gukora. Konka kandi kindi hati imwe mutakareba bamwe abo kwarimo abajungu ukajya niyo chance yawe niwe yo kurya ha mujungu. Basham baraza tinkwena ngo aba bantu barugomo harugemo bwana bweranje ntandike kuro bwana buratukura kunkiza tandike kugira ngo kandi shi mutandike kubehera ngo n'obunyamagoya kumbe kuri yimwarire. So iki ninkigambira bona abo kwa nimanya bariyo batureba hoima bariyo batureba za kasese ahari Sky TV live hona ahi bari kandi bahurura remote nabeshengereza abashija aba nabona abantu muze yo mukore mirimo ebyo kuzayo kugira ngo imwe nogendo jwire buriya obura abateke obura abagaruze gorogosa mu birugo. Tubikirize bakore ki bakore mirimo yabo. Kandi Mr. Roy, I want to request you in a special way that indeed, like I think it was the PS who promised that you employ our people. Omomu tuina bana bitu nuba engineer bana bitu nubachi buri mukozo wori kwenda kunuya tumwineyo kandi abana bita abamwe tubine mirimo. So nishabe mirimo muhereza abantu bite mirimo. Muhereza abantu bite mirimo abantu bitu mubagureme byo kurya batakaru gaheru kuno twine nakamuja kure mu mwebazo mwabuza abatakabarija kwa kugamba kuno turakora ko kunywa kitu baraketa muja kure. So wayenda kushemererwa munyoka muja kure kitu oganire mu nabata. Ikindi ninja kugezaho kumanya niki projects zimukatu yambaho. Abo ko ba contractor aba babahira sente nyingi. Hakiri musige yo mabona nkakashomero mukagarukemu. Ticeje weza. Zona zitagenda mushawe. Ngo tajugine nyoko ne cyahora rirayo. So akimuratukorereyo. Hati mwaza nkari bugongo hariya. Hariho bushomero bwita kanisa kerezi yaho. Mukateraho ka paint mukatubonerezaho. Abatakani bija kushemerwa bamanyangu project yito muri bugongo. Na n'abantu bakagifuna mu cyama. I promise you cooperation, total cooperation. Honorable Minister, I promise you total cooperation. Yes, because we have worked with our local people here very closely. We really appreciate anyone who comes to give us a service. So I'll be personally coming into this. Last time you had issues with the people on their packages. I came in, I intervened, I brought them, we talked and we sorted issues. So count on me. If you have any issues, count on me. I'll be there to give you the support. Nebyo byingi, tinagamba kintu kya layini za Kiyanga na niraramira. Nageraho urukiko naheza kujyaho urukiko na PS hamwe na Minister Kasai hamwe na Abron. So twikirizangana kugira ngo contractor onka Abron obunza kugambira tijo kegambira aho niwe commissioner wa rural energy line zitezi aho hina batwire bajyango akanga kuzitama amashanyarazi arinzire ngo akaruru karaza kwikabone kugatamu kandi kubarare nagatamu turi kuze mu karunu bajyango ekibagambe tutwabagambire konko mushija uri ni charge no. So line zikurgaho mu kikona shuma Kiyanga Roburunga za Kuwait Energy Fund.
Abantu ba Mitooma nagaruka akadara okusobora amashanyarazi ahi twine ebikondo konka wires tizakagireho hati tukagira ekizibu na contractor ayabe nakora project ejo so yareka okukora konka ka government tukarekyerera abantu nituteekwa kugumiza muno murumu twatandika process endijo yo kufuna contractor omusya kandi ekirungi tukaba twaguzire ebyoma byokukora amashanyarazi ago so nituteekateeka omukwakana tusibe kuba twine contractor omusya tukiza tukateeka waya tukateeka mu transformers tukabasya kandi ntugumizamu n'okukora surveys omu byaro ebindi kugira ngo tutwara amashanyarazi nke sente okuzarabe niziboneka. Mwebare munonga. Mwebare ebikondo bya Kanyabukundu babiresire ebikondo bya Kitojo babisayo twakorezo line zinazo zigwe hamwe na nezinde zibesigiremo turebe ngo twagumiza mune ntunguka. Mwebare munonga, mwebare rukundo, mwebare mukama guma bankumi.
Thank you. At this juncture, we have some corporate giveaways, and would like to invite the ministers, led by Honorable Dr. Cannon, Ruth Nankabirwa Sentamu, Honorable Kasai, Honorable Nyamutoro, the PS of Energy, the UECCC board members, and the woman member of parliament, Ruhinda North. Please come and we give away these items. Thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable Ariko, please come. Please come. Let us do this quickly. And the ambassador, you please join us. Ambassador, Just Van Netro. Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Baguma.
Can you read the list of beneficiaries?
The beneficiaries of cooking gas, if you're here, please move quickly to the front so that you can receive your giveaway. Nabatanzi Juliet, Chomohanji Restatuta, Komirembe Stella, Atuhaire Evelyn, Orishaba Thomas, Ampuri Rehema, Baguma Paulson, Biarohanga David, Komu Juni Esther, and King Ando Jolly. If you've had your name, please move quickly. Because of time, come and receive your giveaway so that we can move to the next thing. I repeat the names. Nabatanzi Juliet, Chomohanji Restatuta, Komorembe Stella, Atuhaire Evelyn, Orishaba Thomas, Ampuri Rehema, Baguma Paulson, Biarohanga David, Komu Juni Esther, and King Ando Jolly. Quickly, let's move forward and you receive your gifts. So the identity was based on members of the society that we believe can work towards promoting clean energy technology within the community. All right. That is okay. Clean cooking. Now for the solar systems, we have Twinomu Juni John, Nasasira Brenda, Kansi Mesayun, Tumushabe Sophia, Buhichire Francis, Mbabazi Stephen, Bahunga Hope, Mugabe Kazi, Jadres Bampata, and Atohaire Peace. For the solar systems, Twinomu Juni John, Nasasira Brenda, Kansi Mesayun, Tumushabe Sophia, Mbabazi Stephen, Buhichire Francis, Buhunga Hope, Mugabe Kazi, Jadres Bampata, and Atohaire Peace. Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, this list was specifically selected from this community and the criteria used for members of a community that we believe are vulnerable and need these items, but also members of the community we believe will be champions in promoting the renewable energy agenda. So for purposes of branding, I'm going to ask those who can put on the t-shirts, put them on quickly. Let's have a quick photo opportunity and then we can call it a day. All right? Put the t-shirts on, please. Yafunye ka soda. Yafunye ka gas can. Aha. All right. Thank you very much. All right. So the rest can now pick your items. Whoever's gotten a clean cooking gas, pick the gas can. And whoever's gotten the solar system, carry the solar system, and you can take them away. Based on the names I read. Right, Honorable Speaker, I think with this part of the function done, yes. Kanzire Mumbasome Solar, Twinomu Juni John, Nasasira Brenda.
Yes. Abari mbule bashoma nabaine abakuza kutwara solar. So wahuri izina lyawe oijo yakire akaboxa ababari yawo.
Twinomu Juni John. There is only one Twinomu Juni. Okay. Twinomu Juni John, Nasasira Brenda, Kansi Mesayun, Kansi me, where are you? Tumushabe Sophia, Tumushabe, Biarohanga David, Biarohanga David. Komujuni Esther. Komujuni Esther. Komujuni Esther and Kengando Jolly. Kengando Jolly is the final one. Kengando Jolly is the final one. Kengando Jolly is the final. Uno. All right, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Ministers, I think with this part of the function concluded, can I humbly, a very big round of applause.
Engaro nakali kamani katomu na noga bibira babyona n'ababyakira. All
right, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Ministers, the next session is for us to officially groundbreak in as much as it is symbolic, right in that tent, and the team will be able to
assessment report is for us to keep life going on and leaving the hydrological flow in the river. So the 70% will come here. After having our sedimentation happening here, we have the open channel, and then we have another tank over here, basically for second sedimentation, and then the rest of the water will run through the penstock. The penstock is 0.8 meter diameter, made of steel, that directs the water into the powerhouse. We have 2 units in the powerhouse with a horizontal axis cross flow turbine just here at the back. Osbag is going to deliver this. They are designing, they are manufacturing, they will deliver, install, and commission these plants. I don't know whether Marcus, do you want to say something here?
Okay, thank you very much about this. So this is the turbine which is going to be installed at the site. That means the penstock is connected to this piece and brings the water to the turbine. The water goes through the runner and goes out of the draft tube back to the river again. That means you have a minimum footprint of the hydropower plant, and you bring back the same water again to the river.
Okay, thank you. So after generating power, the water goes back to the river. So we are not wasting any water. You can actually have another plant, a hydro mini plant downstream, and they have several of them. Yes. Yes, because right now we are doing the civil works. So once the civil works have been completed, we shall have the transmission lines with the wires, of course, to this community, which is the community of Mitooma, and then Mitooma will be fully lit.
All right. Right, Honorable Speaker, again, in the interest of time, can I ask that we take the anthems in reverse order from where we are standing? And then immediately after the anthems, we'll just go for a quick photo opportunity, and then we can call it an evening or an afternoon. In reverse order, East African, Ugandan, and Netherlands. Okay? All right, thank you very much. Right now, final on the agenda is just a photo opportunity, and we'll take only 4 photos for purposes of managing time. The first photo is for the Honorable Ministers, Right Honorable Speaker, and the district leadership. The district
kandi furuchali makrista lodi ezo makaga yago murembe agine technology ya mani okuruga buraya manye byoma byawe nibireba ko muntu mushawo oyijo cyangwa cyano zona tizirahinduke azamu neza gumara bishatatano na mukaga zuku zero mushanju start times benankaga na munana free to air not ina munana iwe tukurwata remote yawe ogira tiche tayari west irakagita umwaka mushya gw'ijana n'ibintu bishya amakuru marungi ngagagatahamu kutandika na 2015 byo kwa kabiri Sky TV neija kuhinduka beta yari west kandi furuchali makrista lodi ezo makaga yago murembe agine technology ya mani okuruga buraya manye byoma byawe nibireba ko muntu mushawo oyijo cyangwa cyano zona tizirahinduke azamu neza gumara bishatatano na mukaga zuku zero mushanju start times benankaga na munana free to air not ina munana iwe tukurwata remote yawe ogira tiche tayari west irakagita mwaka mushya gw'ijana n'ibintu bishya amakuru marungi ngagagatahamu kutandika na 2015 byo kwa kabiri Sky TV neija kuhinduka beta yari west kandi furuchali makrista lodi ezo makaga yago murembe agine technology ya mani okuruga buraya manye byoma byawe nibireba ko muntu mushawo oyijo cyangwa cyano zona tizirahinduke azamu neza gumara bishatatano na mukaga zuku zero mushanju start times benankaga na munana free to air not ina munana iwe tukurwata remote yawe ogira tiche tayari west irakagita
Sky TV irakari abantu. Sky TV irakari abantu.